What's going on? Back at y'all again. We got us another project. This is a 1994 Thompson 2200 Carrera. Did some little trading. I don't know if you guys been watching the channel. The Junkyard Daytona. Traded it for this thing. Really nice guy. We did a trade on it. This thing is powered by the Vortec 4.3 V6. It is a cabin cruiser with the cubby cabin. It is 22 long. 22 long. It's a big one. It's got the MerCruiser outdrive with the MerCruiser 4.3 V6. The hull is in real excellent shape. There's no signs of it being beached or beat against the dock, so it's been taken care of. Just needs some light cleaning. I did notice back here on the outdrive there is a chip missing out of the bottom of it. It's just the other side of this fin here, and it's supposed to be like a small circle fin that bolts there. That's missing. Trailer's in good shape. It's got the Eagle single axle trailer. It's got a brand new trailer stand, I guess you call it. It's got I think that's a spotlight. I don't know what that is. We got our little navy lights there, navigation lights, I guess you call it. When you're riding at nighttime, you gotta have those on. Been a while since I had a boat. Gotta think of a name to put back here. Usually some of them have names. So let's go up inside. Let's see what we got. There's our MerCruiser V6 engine, which is full of water, and I'll tell you why. He said the person he got it from, I guess they either didn't winterize it or something, and they started taking it apart and found out that the engine was cracked. It's got milky water in it, and they just left the carburetor off and it just got rained in. And as you can see, you pull it this thick and you got water coming out. It was more than that. I've been letting it drain out, but you can see it back here where the distributor goes. It's completely full. So this engine is no good. It's got everything except the carburetor, 4-barrel, which we can put an Edelbrock or Holly or something on there. It's got the distributor, which is a good thing. They didn't lose the distributor. It's got power steering on it. There's the rack. So you can see old rusty. This thing wasn't winterized. There's a bilge pump. This thing's got the seat that folds into like a bed. I got them folded down. I guess you can lay on here and tan or sunbathe. So let me just slide up. So it's got the seats, which is not that bad. Got a little sun damage. Actually, the interior is not that bad for a 94. Usually the interior would be all jacked up. Because usually when these boats, the engine goes down, people just stick them out in the fields and stuff and they just deteriorate. Whole light. First aid kit. Some sea foam look like over there. I think a couple tools. There's your tilt and trim pump. Got a reservoir down there. I guess that's I don't know what that's for. Power steering? No, I don't know what that reservoir is for. Looks like the battery goes back here. It is missing a piece out of this back seat. So that's the cubby cabin. I need to leave this open. It's kind of sweaty in there. How about we just, should be a way you can open that. Here's the cubby cabin. Got a nice little bed in there. I think it turns into a table in the middle. It's got a little storage down there. It's got the little sunroof that you can fold up. Let's see, can we get this open? I've never had it open. Ooh, sorry. That's cool. Let some air in. Really needs the air out anyway. Looked like they had a power strip over there. Is this a radio? I hope it ain't nothing bad in there, like a mongoose come out. Oh, that's just the back side. I guess you could put a radio in here. They got a fan, keep you cool. Looked like we had some wall snatchage. So let's look at the controls. Take a seat. It's got your temp gauge, oil, RPM, speedometer, trim up, trim down, boat, gas gauge. It's got a nice JVC radio, Bluetooth with the auxiliary. Got the controls for the spotlight that's out front. That's your start button. Got a whole bunch of switches. We got blower, bilge pump, horn. Those are your navigation lights out front. Wipers, which you don't have any wipers. Accessories. This is your checklist where you can check and make sure everything works before you take off. So right here we got our trim up, trim down. Also, this is the throttle, which the cable is good and works. So you got your forward, neutral, reverse. Got a fire extinguisher. Overall, this thing's in pretty good shape. This is missing the windshield that folds. I guess it got busted out or something. It's just a piece of glass. Maybe we can get some glass or plexiglass or something and put in there. And also, it is missing the engine cover. He said that it was rotted out. He was going to build a new one and never did. Now, this is the guy I got it from. He had it, and I guess he had plans for it, and the plans didn't fall through, so I offered him the car. He liked the car, so we traded. It's got some storage down here. A couple of life jackets. These look like from the 90s. You got the checkerboard. At least it's got life jackets. Here's your boat bumpers, your dock bumpers, or dock stoppers. You're hanging off the side, and that keeps it from banging against the dock. Plenty of storage. I mean, the boat's in good shape to be a 94. Real good shape from what I've seen. So let's go in the shop and I'll show you what else we picked up. I hate coming down off of it. So what we got here is a 4.3. This came out of a 94, I think, S10. Picked this up from a good friend of mine. He ordered this engine for a 2001 Chevy 1500, and he said it had a lot of different stuff on it, and he called the people back. They had actually sent him the wrong motor. I think he got his money back and they didn't want the motor back. It cost too much to ship it back. So he had it in his garage. So this motor here is going to be the motor that we're going to use in the boat. We just got to take everything off of it. Now I was told some of these newer Vortec motors, you know, they had the spider injection under the intake. The heads might be different than the MerCruiser. So hopefully I don't have to change heads, because those heads are probably busted from sitting with water. We'll just have to get them checked. Also, some of these engines had a counterbalance shaft to keep them from shaking. Some of the MerCruisers didn't. So hopefully when I pop the timing cover off, we should be able to see that counterbalance, and hopefully we can use this engine, because trying to find a MerCruiser V6 used that's good is slim to none, because most of them are froze up and busted, unless you just buy a long block brand new one, which I don't really want to do. So hopefully we can make this engine work. So the plan is we're going to probably take that up to the shop, and Jim has a forklift, so we can unhook everything here, pull it up to the shop, use the lift, yank that old motor out, and bring it back here, put it on the engine stand, and we'll put them side by side and see if we can use this engine. Hopefully it hooks right up to that outdrive unit. I mean, if any of you guys played around with these MerCruisers out there and you think it's not going to work, you know, leave a comment before I get too deep off in it. Then come to find out I'm going to have to get a MerCruiser engine. But if not, I just have to find out myself. I mean, either way the engine's got to come out. So that's going to be it on our new project, the Thompson 2200. We got the Polaris ready to ship back. We got new tires on the front of it. If you've been watching the video, you've probably seen we got it going and it just needed new tires. These are the old ones that's dry rotted. We got a brand new set off of Amazon, ready to go back. So Polaris is fixing to be out of here. We got the 72 Mustang back from the paint shop. We put the doors on it last night, and we got to get ready to put the door seals and get the fenders on it. So there'll be some updates on this pretty soon. I had a comment about the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. If you've been watching the channel, up at the shop there's a Karmann Ghia. I think it's a 74. I don't know, I had to go back and look at the video, but one of you guys commented when we're gonna get that thing going. Pretty soon. I talked to Jim about it, and he said that he actually wants to put the floorboards in it first before I get it going. I was actually going to bring it here and get it going, but who knows, I might just go up there and get it going, and then he can do what he needs to do later. So just hang tight on the Karmann Ghia. It's coming up pretty soon. I say it's actually his car, and he makes a decision on that, so I just kind of stay out of it. But I will be getting it running pretty soon, so just hang tight. I'll see what I can do. So that's gonna be it. So y'all just keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Check out the Facebook page, RPM Auto. We on Facebook, and you can also leave an email at rpmauto4@yahoo.com. So anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. We'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe.